Guys, am I the only one who feels like that with Kamala we've gotten to new levels of cringe and fakeness?
I don't know what's wrong with you young people. You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Like, she's just cringe. There is no other way to say it. She's just cringe. I feel that everything she does is fake. I feel like everything she does is fake. That's my feeling. I don't know if I'm the only one. I don't think I'm the only one. And I know that this channel is pro-Trump, but she's genuinely fake and cringe. This is not exaggeration. It is just what I happen to believe is the truth. Like the accent.
You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time.
The cackle.
Okay, so this time, szanowna pani redaktor.
The sentences. I feel like everything is just so fake. Like, man, am I the only one who feels like this? I want to know, honestly. I want to know, guys, because if I am the only one who feels like this, and I'm going crazy, at least I know it, but I don't think I'm the only one who feels like this. She's just cringe and fake. Trump, on the other hand, I mean, I'm pro-Trump, okay, so I'm biased. Let's just be honest. I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm not biased, because that would be just completely naive. But I feel like Trump is genuine. Like, even if you think he's a dickhead, and even if you think he's a clown, he's at least, in some moments, genuine. Most of them, I would argue. Kamala, it all sounds so fake. Now, I'm also very professional, guys, and I also want to analyze this thing more broadly. Women in politics struggle more for XYZ reasons. So let's start with the first reason why I believe women struggle more. And this is not a video where I promote misogyny. I think that this is just, I think that most people agree with what I'm about to say. So if you're a tough man, and if you're like strong, not just physically, but also with your ideas, if you're like an imposing figure, you're seen as a strong person. If you're a woman, and so this is double standards, this is what I'm about to say. If you're a woman and want to be strong, like, and masculine to some degree, they call you a bitch, which is unfair. Let's be real. But I think that this is the way genders work, and I think that this is the way humans automatically perceive people. So women in politics, I think, struggle more, because if you're too soft, if you're a woman in politics and they tell you you're too soft, like, they tell you, oh, she's too soft, she's just a girl, she's too soft. On the other hand, if you're too strong, if you're too masculine to some degree, if you want to impose your ideas too much, they call you a bitch. So there is this big problem. So women, I think that men are naturally favored in the realm of politics, and we can go down history and talk about when women weren't given the opportunity to be in politics. But even now that we see women at the upper echelons of politics, it is more difficult for them for this natural thing. And I don't think this is misogyny. If there are women listening to this video, which there are certainly, tell me if you agree with this. I think it is true. Like, I think it is true. I'm not saying that it is great, but I think it is the way humans work. Will it ever change? It sounds difficult to me. On the other hand, with men, for example, we have other types of double standards. Like, if you're a man and you're too soft, they think you're gay, which in and of itself is the problem. But in that specific context, being labeled as gay is not great. Not because being gay is a big issue to some degree, but just because, they associate that term with you because you show weakness as a first impression. But those are all, first impressions, and I believe that we shouldn't judge people. We shouldn't judge a book by its cover, and we shouldn't judge people by, the first impression they give you, even though the first impression is important. Especially, we shouldn't express so much emotion towards a person we've never even met. That's something which is really important. And social media has driven people mad, because we have people on social media hating people, They've never even met, so I think that social media has fucked up all of those things. But, going back to Kamala, this was an interesting parenthesis I opened and I just closed. It was a great one, I believe. Kamala is just fake. I think she's just fake. Like, let's take Obama. I have got no opinion about Obama whatsoever. Let me just state this, because I genuinely know nothing about what Obama did, other than Obamacare. That's all I know about Barack Obama. But he was more real. He was. Like, I can see he's genuine in some cases. And in most of them, probably. I can see that, I can sense that. With Kamala, it's not that way. With Kamala, I feel like she's very fake. The cackle. And I feel like she's just fabricating things. That's the way I feel about her. I feel like she's just so fake.
Oh, we have microphones in here listening to everything. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. So, well,
You'll
now you
bleep
tell
my
us.
F words.
We just told all the family secrets. Shit.
And cringe, all of these accents. When she's with black people, she speaks with the black accent, which I cannot replicate. When she's with whites, she speaks in a way. She must have deployed tens of accents ever since she started running for president in 2024. She must have deployed an accent with blacks, an accent with Hispanics, an accent with Indians. Like, it is just crazy. But more than that, I feel like she's just fake and cringe. She's the cringest politician, and I don't know why. Baron, since you're 18, is more or less my age. Dude, tell Trump, tell DJT to start calling Kamala cringe. Tell him. It's a strategy which works because you connect with the youth. Cringe is a term that has been invented by Gen Z, I think. And if Trump starts going there and calling Kamala cringe, which is just another insult that he would add to his collection, I think that it would really be liked more by Gen Z and millennials, especially Gen Z. So that's the way I feel about Kamala. I want to make this video about this, but I'm going to show you some clips, where she's just fake, I believe. But I feel like it is all fabricated, it is all manufactured, it is all very fake. Very, 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 very fake. Trump, on the other hand, my opinion about Trump, let's talk about this, since there isn't much to talk about today, but let's talk about Trump for a second. As you know, I'm a Trump fan, but I'm not into politics. I'm not talking about his policies specifically. I happen to like his policies more than Kamala's. I like the fact that Trump is straightforward. I liked him more 8-9 years ago. I think that when he first ran, he had no filters whatsoever. He was in his prime. He didn't care. Like, that was just pure entertainment. That was entertainment at its finest form. That was stuff we'll never see again. The dude runs for president in that way. And what I love about Trump is the fact that he isn't politically correct.
Somebody criticized me the other day because they asked me what I do, and I said, I'm going to bomb the shit out of them. It's true. I don't care. I don't care.
I hate these politicians who go there and say politically correct stuff. Oh, I cannot offend this, I cannot offend that. Listen, you have to express your own opinions. If you offend somebody while expressing them, even though you're respectful, then so be it. In order to be able to think, you have to risk being offensive. This is a great quote from Jordan Peterson. So Trump, look, you can hate the guy, but one thing I think which cannot be said about Trump is that he's not authentic. He is authentic. Like, it is him. With Kamala, it's not that way. Different accent, the cackle, teleprompters. She doesn't do unscripted interviews. It's all teleprompters, which I hate. On the other hand, Trump is more genuine. So, that's a very big difference between the two candidates. And that's another reason why I believe you should vote for Trump, because I'd rather have somebody in office who's authentic. I know who he is. I know who Trump is. I know who he is. Like, I know him. I know what to expect. With Kamala, like, what's gonna happen with her? I don't know. Because she's just so fake. So, if she fakes it, like, she's just, it looks like she's just being an actor. She's being an actress. If you have a person who's fake and cringe and is never real and genuine, it is concerning because you don't know what they will do. With Trump, you know who he is. We know he talks a bunch of shit. We know that. That's a fact. We know he says crazy stuff.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
It is true. We know sometimes he's mean.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
It is true. We know that he's narcissistic. I think he is to some degree. We know that. But we know who he is. We know what we are dealing with. With Kamala, we've got no clue whatsoever. We've got no clue which is her true self. And I hope that she's more genuine. I genuinely hope she's more genuine. Because I think it would be great, and I think that the Americans could have a truer vision of her. I just hope that she gets real. I hope she does the Joe Rogan podcast. That would be great. Just to have a conversation. I mean, Joe Rogan just wants to have a conversation with her. He doesn't want to press her. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think and subscribe. It's important. See you in the next videos. Remember very well, we're getting closer to the election, just 8 days out. We will be live streaming it, and you don't want to miss it. So subscribe, and let's get to 1,000 by the end of the year, and possibly by the election.